Wolfpack, this is a video I shared to Patreon a year ago and now I'm sharing it here. I was really curious what it's like to go busking and this is how it goes. I'm editing this and I didn't put an intro, but I want to share the video like right now. So I'm busking and that's what's going on in this video. Okay, I found the form. For 3 months. I don't know when I'm gonna do this yet, so I'm just gonna like fill it in and then just be like, cool, it's filled in. Plus, what is this high impact? Um, if your act falls into high impact, so it's like, is that an amazing artwork or like what is that? Oh, here we go. High impact. A large footprint or public space, or have sound that is harder to manage, or materials that pose a risk. See, like the thing is, everyone's so PC these days, everything that isn't standing still falls in this category. 2 meters squared. Ooh, okay. Depends how big the artwork is. And it depends if I can make it real narrow. So it's like, if it's narrow, it's like, no, man, it's not. But then, no, that's not cubed. Encourages an audience to wait and watch. Isn't that the point of busking? Isn't all busking high impact then? No. Conditions. Fire acts aren't permitted. It's a shame, Australia. I'm going to say that it's not high impact. What is low impact? Encourages audiences to gather. Isn't that encourages? You can't have the criteria in both. Max 2 hours. This doesn't fit in with my goal. Oh, here we go. Extended duration. So, artwork over a long... Oh, they've thought about me. Okay, quiet, non-musical. Yep, I kind of want everyone to stay away from me. Pavement artists. 8 hours. I would have to ask for an extension. But then again, is it better not to ask permission for this? Like, where are the busking police? Wait a second, doesn't it include circular key? Where the fuck does it include? Doesn't apply. Ooh, I am not keen on these places. Martin Place. Hyde Park. Not really keen on those places. Who manages circular key? I only found the rocks. Look at this. This looks so uncomfortable. I cannot stand busking. I cannot stand it. I'm not like... you see me see one of these people and I'm on the other side of the road. I just absolutely cannot stand it. I didn't realize how like restricted this is. Look at this. They're like, you can stand here. You have got this spot. I don't even know where these are. I went this spot near the water. I can't believe how restrictive this is. Are other countries like this? Like, you must be here. Like, you know that there's someone policing whether you're here. You know that's gonna happen. Darling Harbour. There's like this spot in Circular Quay that I guess it wasn't available to stand there according to their restrictions. This one doesn't have pictures, so I guess they're not really that strict. My mate, she found me a frame that I can use, and it's literally the size that I imagined that I would do this busking thing. So I'm 10 videos intersect with today, but I'm coming back to that. Saatchi Art is doing an art fair in Sydney. Maybe I don't have to busk. Maybe I could do the artwork here. Let me apply. Let me apply before I get excited. I'm already excited for this. This is so exciting. They only want 4 artworks. I'm like, oh man, like I have like 600. Okay, people love that some of my artworks look like Dali artworks. I think I should stick to that because like I can do realistic, like I really can. But a lot of people can do realistic. Holy shit, fuck crap. Like what the fuck? I don't have money for this. Oh, I don't have the fucking money. I can find the money, but I don't have the money. Oh, should I still try? I should try. I should try. I can figure it out. I think maybe if I start a Kickstarter and get the community involved, I don't have the money, but I can try. Universe has control of this. Universe will decide. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Out of 100? Fuck yeah, I'm definitely doing it. I have so many concerns and reservations. I'm definitely doing it though. I have no money and I'm definitely doing it. Before I read that it was confidential, I just told people. Oops. And mum was like, if you need help with the money, like, cause I'm so sure I'm gonna get my money back from this. The only thing is like, if I break even, then it's kind of like, oh, I gave the artworks away for free. But it's like, I really need to get my name out there. Like, I'm a big fan of just like, live your life, like take the risks. Nothing's gonna happen if I sit at home making art. Like, I have to really get out there. So, that's what I'm up to. And I was like, no, I like I'm like, that's awesome. She's so supportive. But I'm gonna try and get the money myself, and then that'll be my fallback. But cool. I asked a chick how her London other art fair went. No response just yet because I just asked her. That was it. The organizers of this had to look up my social media, and it's like, I've just been fucking around rocking the boat with Blue Thumb. Did they see that? And if they did it work in my favor? I have reservations. I have reservations. And as I said that, I thought of an idea. I was like, I could just do the busking project on the same dates. That would be smart. That would be smart. So the recent couple days, which just totally went over my head, was the Saturn Mercury Kazemi, and all the astrologers like, damn, that's rare. And it's my Saturn return and Mercury because I'm Gemini, so that's important. So I'm like, cool, that's a good omen. But it's like, it's such a big chunk of money. I will go broke temporarily because you have to pay in advance, and it's like, oh, okay. And then they say on their website that they sell 1,000 artworks per fair plus. So it's like, on average, that's 10 to me, and then on average, that's because the average price of my artworks is 500. Of course, I put more expensive ones in, but I could make $5,000. So it's like, that's cool. But the deal breaker here lies with the time. So the artists have to be there. And I cop a lot of shit for having a weird sleeping schedule. And it's like, these people that are like aggressive about people's sleeping schedules didn't understand that back in like what's it called? The caveman days, we needed our tribe to have different sleeping schedules because, we don't want to get eaten by predators. So it's like, stop being a dickhead to me. Okay. But it has been a deal breaker for business deals. And I would never go up to someone who goes to bed at 8:30 and tell them, okay, pay me $2,500 and stay up till 4 nights in a row. Like, you can understand that would totally wreck you. So that's a deal breaker for me if they require me to be there before 12. So there's that. We'll see. Plus, I can't go 4 days without doing work. Like, you've seen I'm a fucking workaholic. Like, I'd need them to let me do a massive artwork and put it up for bidding. I would need that. And as I said that, I had like an idea pop into mind. I was like, what if I could just like strategically do the painting, busking, bidding idea in the same general vicinity on the same dates? Because my neighbor was like, Archibald's up soon, like, you entering? And I was like, no, man, it's rigged. Like, none of that. But then I was like, wait, if the city's doing like an art theme, I should like use that opportunity. So, and like catch the art lovers leaving the fair. So there's that idea. I just have to outweigh, it's like, what do I actually expect from the fair and what I actually expect from the busking? Because it's like, if I get nothing back from the fair, I'd be like really upset. It's like, man, I gambled a lot on that. It's like, well, my art really speaks for itself. I would at least break even, but then it's like, oh, but then I'm giving the artworks away for free if I break even. But it's like with the busking, it's like, I'm not losing anything except I would just have a very uncomfortable day because, food and bathroom and yeah. Plus, I've got a few cards playing here, so it's like when my videos have been on Patreon for a year and they're too far down to scroll, I pop them on YouTube to hopefully rally in a crowd to come support me. So it's like I know that those videos are more entertaining for the general public than the art ones are. Like the art videos, you kind of have to like want to see what the artwork's gonna look like. So I feel like that it's like if I'm expecting the fair to like help me prop up my name in art a little bit, it's like, well, the videos are going to do that anyway, and they're more long term. So, thinking. They leave delivery of artworks really last minute, so yes, it will be at the same time as the other art fair. Like, I know I'm living the artist life, but like this kind of scene just doesn't really. That's not me. I'm 100% energy 24/7, always doing things all the time. Like, maybe you'll catch me doing this for an hour, but not for 4 days long. I don't know, there's just something a bit empty about standing around being like, look how good my art is. I'm not trying to be mean, but something doesn't, I don't know, like it feels retail. It doesn't feel like someone wanted it. That's it. That's it. It feels like they want to go there specifically to come home with an artwork from someone with a name. That's what that it is. That's it. That's what I verbalized it. I want someone to actually like look me up and be like, that artwork spoke to me. I also feel like there's okay. I'm just stating my cons at the moment. Only my cons. Because I know that when you get presented opportunity that makes you feel special, like it's not always as good as it is. So they're like, oh, these where'd they say the world renowned curators chose you? It's like, thank you very much, but if I'm that special, do it for free and another opportunity will come by. Definitely. It's like, yeah, this looks lovely. I would like it'd be very nice to be an artist here being like, look at all these people thinking I'm special, but I don't know. It's just it's like that's cool, but is it about the art or is it about the artist? That's it. They're making it more about who's who. And it's like, do I need that? I don't think I need that. It feels a little market stally. That's a reservation I have. It feels market stally. Let me write my pros and cons. Decision. Okay, here's my pros and cons for each. So busking pros, it's cheap, catch the art lovers, fast sale, it's only one day, and I've got nothing to lose. Cons, it's hard work. Like I mean, like I'll be hungry, it'll be long, but I work hard all the time anyway. So, and the artwork might be shit. I'd have to live with that. Fair pros, important people will see me. Is that like how much weight does that pro have? Maybe a fast sale. Cons, it's expensive, no guarantee of sale. They take fees for a further month of sales. I looked at the T's and C's. Important people will see me and then look over to someone who's dressed more outrageously. You know how artists dress. Here we go. They're dressed just fine. Okay, these people are dressed just fine. I feel fake. There's just something about it that makes me feel like people care more about the artist than the artwork. And I want people to care more about the artwork. Okay, even though like I need people to care about the artist to get attention to the artwork. It's 4 days long. It feels like working for the man. I feel like it feels like working for the man because there's going to be like a schedule. You're going to have to be places on time. You have to adhere to their rules. Not really. I am disciplined, but I'm not obedient. That's the problem there. You will go broke. The first 4 sales will make back the money I spent. There's a commission on top. But it's like, well, there's only 2 cons here. Synchronicity. I think I've made up my mind. It's like it's incredibly flattering to be let in, but I think I've made up my mind, and it seems as if money is not the only driver of this decision. I'm just curious. I'm not signing it, but I am curious. Okay, so I'd have to be there from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I would arrive around 1 p.m. And then again from 5 to 10. The next day, 2 for coffee, and then 3 to 10. See, like realistically, that's my schedule. But then Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m., which means I'd have to leave home at 9, which means I'd have to be up at 8. But that doesn't happen when you go to bed around 1. Oh, yes, that is possible to get there by 10 a.m., but like, I'm a zombie in the morning, and I do this thing where I work out, and I know like people don't actually do that, but if you have to fit in a workout and then a shower and then like make sure that you're presentable, 10 a.m. is not, it's not on the schedule. I see an opportunity here. This morning I woke up and I had an idea and I was like, I like, to me, things aren't set in stone. Like everything is malleable. So I want to email the chick. I think her name's Maya, and be like, "Hey, what do you think about like me being the entertainment? As in making an artwork, because that'd be so fitting. What do you think?" Send. Okay. Afternoon, Mayor. I have a question might seem pretty left field, but worth asking. Life isn't going to plan. I need to pass on the stall. What is going on? Why is everything highlighted? Oh, because I did this to find the email. I filed it away. Okay, let's see. All right, it's still highlighted. I have a question that might seem pretty left field, worth asking. Life isn't going to plan. Man, my billboard project is just a bit shabby at the moment. Hopefully I can get it another year, although I want to suggest if you want some entertainment or an attraction for the venue, I want to offer making a large artwork during the fair. Currently planned on doing this as a busking project, up for bidding. Canvas is, I don't know how big the canvas is. That's a wild guess. I could measure it, but I didn't. If you also thought it might be a funky idea, then please pass on the idea to your coworkers and let's talk logistics. I don't know. We'll see. Probably a no. Worth asking. May responded, she's humoring me. When you're an artist for this long, you get a sixth sense for when people are doing this. Yeah, it's just sad in general when you know that like only a handful of people actually believe in you, that your art's going to take off. But it is, and I know it is, and I'm going to keep on trying. So I won't wait for a response. I did respond being like, hey, this is a video I did in 10 days, but that was oil. Like, come on, man. Like, I've got something here to share, but okay. So that's probably not going through, judging by my sixth sense abilities, Moon and Pisces. So I'm just going to plan the dates for the busking. Decision. I have an updated idea. I'll do a shorter one locally and be like, highest tipper wins the artwork. So it's like people won't feel pressured to like actually bid. It's like you can just tip $50 and you win the artwork, and then that way all the tips. I've got the idea. Just my local busking area doesn't allow more than 2 hours. Once we replied, and because I was asking for like 3 slots in a row, like of course I'd totally understand if I have to pay triple. Because I'm not a musician, like it's painting, it doesn't take 2 hours. And the chick responded with, no, we strictly have to do only 2-hour slots, but if you want to book the whole day, you can hire a market stall, and then you also have to pay liability insurance. I was like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, of course this is a naysayer, but like honestly, for the sake of like the economy, we need to stop making up dumb rules. And I think that would be weird. I think that would be a weird, plus like, not at the time I want to do it. Like if you're doing a row of stalls and then there's just someone doing a painting, I was like, no, I don't think that achieves the goal. And then I know that markets, because I'm trying to do a market simultaneously, I know they cost a lot more. It's like at least 150, and liability insurance, like you're just being a bitch now. So and then the conversation is just weird. So you guys probably saw my email the other day, but it pretty much says, I'm on the booking page. I want to do a longer time slot. The city allows 8 hours. I want to do 6 hours and start a painting from scratch. And my main question in this email was whether they had rules about what you can ask the tips to do. My main question wasn't really like, hey, can I do a longer time slot? Because I assumed they would have just said yes. And then they go, our busking is 2 hours only. The only other option is for you to book a stall, and you need public liability insurance. And they sent me the map, and I'm like, I was interested in that. I also emailed the market people, but they didn't. Their email just bounced back, so they have the wrong email. So I say, I see. I didn't want to be like, oh, sorry, because it's like I'm not sorry. I see. The two aren't interchangeable for me as they achieve different goals. However, I did email the stall organizers for an actual stall. Here I write for an actual stall by copying the email in the marketplace. However, the email is invalid. And then they sent another email. Unfortunately, your activity doesn't fit with the markets. And I was like, yeah, I think I just said that. The two aren't interchangeable for me. And I'm like, am I talking to an idiot? And then I'm like, hey, I have actual products to sell. So this goes to the market stall video. But that, I felt like that entire conversation was very weird. That was a weird conversation. Did you just take something that I said and then say it back to me to try and put me in my place about asking my question about doing a busking? Like, did you just do that? I am so glad I didn't pay for that. I thought it was this boating place, but it's not. It's this one. And this is not in the city. Like, you're not going to get traffic here. So, oh, I guess I'll just pick whatever I want. Where's the gallery? There's the gallery. Okay. I think I want to do Hyde Park because people in there tend to be like in a good mood or ready to attack you. Code. Sounds like there's some sort of... What? Did you just download something? Fuck. Alright. Take it this isn't going to be a fun code like when bikers nod at each other. Take it this sounds like rules. Alright. Excellent. Paying my $13 makes me the best busker in the world. That's awesome. Damn it, there goes 2 hours of my life. I have to go hand it in at one of these suburbs and they're all far away. Sydney is a huge city. Like, I live in Sydney and a lot of people live in Sydney, but like if you want to go to the city centre where all the crap is, it takes everyone an hour. Okie dokie, I'll print it on the weekend. I think I'm cutting this a bit close. We'll see if I still manage to catch a crowd. I'm off to adventure and one of those adventures is this video. Right. I have to find 4, 5, 6 somewhere. Man, it's gonna take another hour to walk there. Success! I didn't expect to see a tiny city. What the fuck is this? There's a huge one. Which one am I? Okay. My bike. Alright, my bike is somewhere there. I got a card. I like to look really pissed off in all my IDs. That trip to the city absolutely exhausted me. And it's like, I know I've got like 10 times more energy than anyone I know. So it's like, I'm really dreading having to go to the city. And like, there's this rule. I was like, what's the schedule like? It's like, there's no schedule. You turn up and you fight with the buskers. You don't have a brawl with the buskers. You're just like, I got here first kind of shit. So it's like, damn it, I have to go all the way in there with my crap, hope that it's free, but I'm just gonna throw out some energy into the universe and be like, universe, this date, please. I'm in too deep. Yeah, I've got my permit. I'm in way too deep now. I'm thinking with this project, the busking. So I ran into a neighbor. Well, I just talk to him whenever he's around. And he was like, "What are you up to?" And I was like, "Oh, my next thing is probably busking." And then he was talking about because he must have some sort of rich parents on the water near the harbour bridge. So he seems to be there quite a bit. And he's like, "Yeah, the buskers kill it there." So I'm thinking instead of targeting potential, because Hyde Park is like it's kind of near the gallery, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like a foolproof plan to me, trying to target art lovers. Because it's like, well, maybe the art lovers drive, they might not necessarily be walking through Hyde Park, so okay, just treat it as busking, and I'm gonna pick a spot that maybe sounds good, and this is all the research that I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna trust my neighbor on this. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll go to this spot. My busking license expires at the end of next week, so I have to go. It's the middle of winter. I did that to myself. I have to get my $13 back and showcase my skills in a very uncomfortable manner. Cool, yeah. Okay, I have to go now. It's soon. I'm just refreshing my memory on the locations. And there's another one here for Aboriginals. Like, do they have separate rules or something? Because that defeats the purpose of anti-racism. I'm not gonna read it. Seems like they've got some extra things. Maybe perks? I don't know. Anyway, this is a little bit daunting now that I'm like, oh, look at these locations. They're just, look at these locations. Okay, so yesterday it said rainy tomorrow, sunny on Sunday, and it said sunny today, but it's just kind of doing everything today. It's just doing everything. It'll be sunny in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. All right, I think I've sussed out I'm either an E or an A, and I can't be an L. I'm not allowed to be an L. So I can go here, or here, and here, and here. So Hyde Park looks like a good place to go. I just have a gut feeling about Hyde Park. Or I can go here, and they're so public. And so if my friend, I hope she doesn't tell me last minute if she's not coming, because I'm going to book parking, because if she comes by, I would take the car. But if I go alone, I'd take the bike, which means that I'm not sure what size canvas I would make. Because I want to do it big, but if I go alone, I'm taking the bike. Here are the locations and parking. Is this, this should be all day, $10. I'm a little bit like, what if I book the parking and I get there and the spot's taken? Like all the busking spots? But, then what if I don't book it and I get there and I try and book one and then the $10 one's like booked? And then like what if I book it and then it rains? I'll just book it. Oh, okay. It looks like you can't book that one, but you can book this one. I might as well take the bike if I'm gonna do that. Alright, I found this one. I think this is appropriate for both vehicles. And like, it means I can chill on cleaning that one. Because I clean them all before I put canvas on them to like avoid like mold and stuff later on. And dirt. Okay, I just got a new set because I was like, oh, the brushes. I didn't have a big brush, so I have to gesso this with this tiny brush. But I'm a little bit excited for the day. It might rain. We'll see. I normally hate these little packages, but this is going to be quite useful for tomorrow. Yep, I definitely need to pick up a bigger brush one day. This is what it's going to be like tomorrow. Sun's out over there. Sun's kind of out. Sun's out. This counts. Good enough. It's a bit of a shady. Okay, lots of crap. Looks like I'm good to go, almost. Okay, I'm ready to go. I expect to make my $13 back, and that's it. Good. Oh, by the way, my friend probably isn't going to turn up. But yeah, heaps of space. Just fingers crossed to find a busking spot. Okay. Surely it's big enough you can have more than one person there. Oh, that guy beat me. Okay, cool. Alright, we made it. I'm just gonna plop over here. Yeah? Here, there. $10, $12. All right, nearly made my money back. I haven't done anything.
Success!
Oh, good, good.
Success!
All right, it's about 3 p.m. and I am freezing cold. It's so cold.
Success!
Some sort of party going on over there. All right, 1 hour before sun goes down. All right, I'm cold. I want to go home. It's 5:30. Okay. All right, let's go.
Success!
Okay. 10, 15, 15, 16, 17, 50, 1750. And then someone, I don't know, it must have been after I left the city, they did me another buy me a coffee. A good one. Done. I'm glad I went and then completed the task because now I can share my next video. And like on the way there, I was kind of thinking like I can turn around now, but I'm also just grateful to the universe because like it was sunny and it was forecast to be rainy like all week. Especially Saturday, it was forecast to be rainy. So I'm glad that it just wasn't. But I think of this thing, I'm like, the day's gonna pass you by either way. Like, if you act productive and get the productive thing done, then the day's gonna pass you by. It'll be tomorrow in a second. So now it's tomorrow. And when I got home, I was just like, oh my God, I wrapped myself in a blanket, a heated blanket, and then just stayed there for like ages and ate delicious food. It was just like, I just need to do this. I love painting. So that part I liked. My hands were like frozen though. So like the circumstances, like the ground, it felt like sitting on an ice block and it was just so cold and windy. I was trying not to go to the bathroom, so I went before I left, and then I didn't drink any water until like towards the end of the day, and I didn't eat my snacks until the end of the day. So I didn't really factor in the fact that I'll be talking to strangers, so I got like this dehydration headache, which kind of sucked. Um, I would do it again because I've ruled out market stalls. I've just ruled it out because it feels like I'm giving away free items and it's like a week of effort. But I put this above that because there wasn't a week of effort in advance and I made more money. I made $40 in online tips through Buy Me a Coffee, which was fantastic. I'm going to put it straight to the Billboard Fund. That's the only reason I would put it above the market stall, which I've ruled out. And yeah, I would change some things though. Like next time I'd bring a cushion to sit on. I probably wouldn't go in the peak of winter. By the way, no one checked my busking license, so I'm pretty sure that's just there in case you're like running a mark and someone goes, let me check your license. I would do the shorter time slot in the Westfield because my next video after this is like speed painting, so you can see that I could get away with that. I also wouldn't stretch the canvas. I would roll it up because now that I have it, like no one bought it, which I'm a little surprised about. Like it's pretty much like name your price. So I would just roll it up because now I feel like, oh, but that did spark a different idea, which is going to be like a 6-month long project just to see how things work, like marketing. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much that. Overall, it felt like taking a train. You know, like when you're trying to catch the train, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna miss it. And then you get there and you're kind of like, okay, well, I'm on the train. It felt like that, except I love painting. But it's like, oh, I'm not in my element when I'm painting. And like, it didn't faze me either way when people would walk past and be like, oh, look at that. Or they'd be like, I can do better. Or like, some people like would stop and chat for like 30 seconds. The older people like to chat for longer. And it's like, well, they still read the room. But this one chick didn't. And she kind of she stood behind me for a very long time. I think overall this took about like 25 minutes of like me having to split my attention. So she was there and I was just like smiling. And then I was on the left of the artwork because I was doing a bit there. And then she kind of sat down next to me. So at this point, we look like we're just a bunch of chicks having a yarn. And I'm like, I'm not going to get any tips if you do this. Like, it looks like we're just having a chit chat. And I did hint, I was like, so what's your next activity? You know, like go along and go complete your day. And then eventually I just told her, I was like, hey, I have to focus. Like, I can't get into flow state when someone's like literally right next to me who needs my attention. So I didn't like that part. I didn't appreciate that at all. You're kind of like, it's not the time. Nice girl. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's about it. Now I can continue on to my next venture. Wonderful, you stuck around. I'm just gonna hold my coloring in book series here. That was obviously a total flop. So if you would like to post busking, tip me. There's a link here or here. It goes to vanessastefanova.com/tips. Or if you just go to vanessastefanova.com and get lost in the rabbit hole of all the art, buy some art, buy a coloring in book, make some art yourself. Here, check it out. You could do artworks like this. And it's sick because I made the coloring in book so that the lines are really faded. So when you're done, you can actually fool people that you did it yourself. That's the goal of my books. I would normally direct people to Patreon now, but that is also quite a flop. So just buy the art. If you want to support an artist, just go there and then read the descriptions of every artwork, and or stay tuned for the next video.